Hi, everybody. I'm Bill.
I'm Justin.
And welcome to Car
Car
Reviews.
Reviews.
Okay, as we all know, we live in very controversial times, don't we, Justin?
Mm-hmm.
And we don't like to weigh in on controversies on this channel, like politics and Star Wars fan rants, don't we? We try to be as non-controversial as humanly possible.
And it's very hard.
Oh, trust me, it is. But today, we weighed in on a controversy, and we're deeply regretting it. Well, I'm deeply regretting it because it was my stupid idea.
Let's talk about Gotti.
Yes, we just saw Gotti. And you know what? Here's the short version of this review. Ready? It sucks!
Yeah.
Thank you. Good night. But no, but we like you guys too much, don't we? But we love our fans too much, don't we, Justin?
Yes,
So
we do care about our fans.
So we're going to give you a more thorough review, and we just want to give you a little warning. How's this review going to be, Justin?
Full of his rantings and my film analysis and...
So if you don't like me ranting, then you might want to go away from this video, and I might drop a few certain words that you don't want your kids to hear.
I'll just give you guys a quick spoiler alert. His rants are more entertaining than the actual film we actually just saw.
Oh, I appreciate that. But anyway, if you have kids watching with you, I may say some words you don't want them to hear. So you might ask them to leave you might want to ask them to leave the room.
You hear that, kiddies? Go fuck off.
Go watch a Pixar movie or something, kids. Okay, so the plot is
It's a very bare bones biopic of Gotti. That's
It's
the
basically the rise of John Gotti's... Basically his rise, his fall.
And some of his son's issues as well.
This movie is shit.
This is probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen in theaters.
I agree. We're not even halfway through the year. We're halfway through the year, right? We're halfway through the year.
We're halfway through the year.
And this is already on my worst list. Stay tuned in December.
Right now is my number one.
Yeah, mine too. Stay tuned in December to see if this is going to be biggest crapshoot of the year. Because it probably will be. So anyway, ranting aside, it shows basically the life, the rise, the fall, the death of John Gotti. That's all it is.
Yeah, and it's very, very bare bones. Like, they jump around from life moment to life moment with no real string attaching them. You know
how like when you see some movies and they bounce from an event to an event, and they'll go like, somewhere 1980 something. Like for the first act, they don't even do that. They don't even tell you what fucking year it is.
No, but they'll tell you exactly who you're looking at on screen.
They absolutely do that. They literally put the names of the people on screen.
Okay, so before we get into rage mode, let's talk about the laughable choices that they make with this. So, every time they introduce someone, they get like a little subtitle underneath saying who they are. Like, and they'll say who they are sometimes. Like, oh, you see that guy? That's Jimmy Boy. And then underneath they'll say Jimmy Boy.
Gee, does the movie think we're that freaking stupid? To be fair, that part, it's only really in like the first act of the movie.
The first half an hour, I'd say.
But after the half hour, they calm it down.
There's
no freaking oh wait, we're still at the laughable moments.
Yeah, we're doing the laughable moments, and the music supervisor
should be fired. Should not have a career anymore.
I don't know what he was on. Weed.
Sir, you should not have a career. You should not have a career anymore. Am I right, Justin?
Bottom line is he's on something, and it's probably harder than weed. Most of this movie takes place in the 80s. And
It all goes from the 70s to like the late 2000s.
late 2000s.
But in Gotti's life, like, there's a scene when they're in like the 1980s.
Yeah, 1980s.
And they're playing freaking Pitbull songs.
And then they're having like a 4th of July party, and they're playing...
Which did look like a cool party, by the way.
Okay, fine. Granted. And they play music from now.
They were playing Pitbull.
They were playing fucking Fireball by Pitbull during the 80s. And another thing that made me like go, what? Is how they were telling the story, because it starts out with John Gotti.
With John Gotti.
As he was in the 80s,
yeah,
talking to the camera. So it was like, okay,
New York is the greatest city on earth.
Okay, I was thinking, okay, this is going to be like in House of Cards, where Frank Underwood talks to the camera or something like that.
Yeah.
But no, next thing you know it, you're in jail, and John Gotti Jr. is talking to John Gotti, who's dying, and it seems like that's going to be the big framing device. So you're like, but you still get the narration from the Gotti from before, and it's like,
what the fuck? It's incoherent.
It's
5-year-olds could probably write a more coherent story than this.
Inconceivable.
Horrible. But anyway, trust me, guys, we're just getting started. My blood pressure's gonna go up a lot, isn't it?
This movie rips off a lot of mob movies.
Before we get into that, can we just give one? I'm just gonna give one good bone. I want to throw this movie a good bone.
Go ahead.
Because the mob movie thing is my expertise. John Travolta, at least, he was putting in some effort.
He was trying.
I'll give him an A for effort. Or maybe a B.
I'll give him a B plus.
You get a B plus, John.
And that's because, like, he looks like he was trying. He does.
He just needed a better director.
With a better director, I think he could have. And the director was, hang on, can I see your phone real quick?
Yeah, sure. You're not going to destroy it, are you?
No, I'm not going to destroy it. Well, maybe later, but not right now. So...
Oh, it's off.
Let me look... Yeah, so... I'm going to look up this director. His name is Kevin Connolly. I think he was from Entourage. I want to look up which character he plays, because if he plays who I think he plays, I think he was actually directing this movie in character. Because no one...
I'll look it up for you. What's his name?
Kevin Connolly. Because this was so amateurish. It's like if someone went to me and said, "Hey, can you make
I got it.
a Gotti movie?" And Entourage. It's right here. Oh, he plays E. So E is... I don't watch Entourage.
So you want to just go on here. And another thing that I'll give a good bone to is that it does show, like, some of the mob culture about, like, them getting indicted, about them becoming into the mob. They actually show the ritual, unlike other mob movies. So you got to give credit for that. Am I right?
Okay, fine.
You came to see, me sit here and scream and yell and run.
It's time for a Bill rant!
I am a big fan of mob movies. Justin will tell you. I love The Godfather. Parts 1 and 2. I don't think 3 is even that bad.
He's going to defend Godfather 3 before this movie.
Yeah, I would defend Godfather 3 before I fucking defend this. I love Goodfellas. Goodfellas is awesome.
One of my favorite mob movies.
I love that movie. Casino, I'll admit, I haven't even seen. Is it good?
Wait, you haven't even seen Casino? You ranted about Casino to me. Yes, you ranted about Casino. You said it's a ripoff of Goodfellas.
I did?
Yes.
Oh, I did say that. Oh, shit.
And yes, it is a good movie.
I gotta watch it now. But anyway, I've seen mom movies, and this is the worst. The fucking worst mom movie I have ever seen. This movie rips off a lot of mom movies, doesn't it, Justin?
Yeah.
You know what? This movie's not trying to be a Gotti biopic. It's trying to be Goodfellas. It's trying to be Diet Goodfellas. Heck, not even Diet Goodfellas. What was the joke that you made?
Goodfellas Zero.
It's trying to be Goodfellas Zero. It's trying to be Godfather It's trying to be Diet Godfather. Or would you say Diet Godfather or Godfather Zero as well?
Oh, it's zero on everything.
It's trying to be
it's
Godfather
even zero on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's trying to be everything zero. It's just trying to be... It's trying to rip everything off from every decent mom movie. And it fails miserably. Freaking miserably. And, oh my God, if John Gotti was alive, not that I'm praising him, the guy's a dirtbag. Am I right? The guy's a freaking dirtbag for what he did. If John Gotti was alive today, oh, let's just say...
There'd be a hit out on
Mr. Connolly. And anyone who decided to distribute this movie. This is one of the movies I regret seeing. And Justin, I am deeply sorry for doing this. And you know what? We made a joke before this saying that this was going to be a payback for Thoroughbreds. I'll tell you this. Thoroughbreds, I can't not believe I'm saying this. Thoroughbreds was actually better than this. We did not put the review up because we made some jokes that we shouldn't have made. But I'll tell you this. Even though I didn't enjoy Thoroughbreds, at least quality-wise, it was a good movie. Mm-hmm. This had no quality. This movie was garbage. Absolute garbage. And you know, oh my God, this is just... You know, let's talk about the controversy a little more.
Okay, now I come in. So, when this movie first came out, it got horrible reviews. Like, it was 0 on Rotten Tomatoes, 24 on Metacritic. It got slammed. Like, the critic consensus was literally, forget about it.
As in not ripping off Donnie Bosco, as in forget about it, stay the hell away from this movie.
And the marketing team, for some reason, the audience score was at like
70 something.
I think at first it was like at 80 something.
Really?
At first. And like the guy, the
and on
head
Movie
of
Pass, they advertised it as critics are critical, audience love it. Which side you gonna be on?
Yeah, so like the whole advertising campaign after the first weekend was like, who are you gonna trust? Bunch of trolls on social, on their behind their computers, or real movie fans?
Let's see. Who are we gonna trust?
So, people have been digging into why so many people like the movie. And it turns out a lot of the people who rated like 5 stars on Rotten Tomatoes, 1, created an account in June, and 2, only reviewed Gotti.
Gee, that sounds coincidental, doesn't it?
And people have tried to point this out. And then Rotten Tomatoes is like, well, all those accounts are legit. And then, like, the head of marketing even...
Did he make an account?
No, well, he has a Twitter account. The head of marketing added someone from Screen Junkies, Dan Murrell. And, I was like, you see that? Rotten Tomatoes says those scores are real. I think you should apologize.
Okay, what's the name? Who's the name of that guy again?
The Screen Junkies guy?
No, the
Head of marketing?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Okay, you know what? I like to say
it's
something.
at Gotti Movie, I think.
I like to say something to that guy. Is that all right?
Go ahead.
Head of marketing? You are an absolute piece of shit. You know what? Yeah, I do trust moviegoers. Not you! We saw it! Your movie is crap!
So, I like to,
So, you know what? Maybe you want to go find another career path, because film marketing, not exactly for you. You just piss people off! Including me!
So...
Okay, I want to apologize to our viewers that I seem angry.
It's because he is.
Because I am.
So, I'm just gonna say something. Even though we do this review show, we are not professional critics.
We're not.
We are moviegoers.
We do it because we like to talk about movies.
We love movies. We do
listen,
not root for movies to fail.
I just want to say one thing. With my anger, listen, if by somehow you actually like this movie...
Great.
Then,
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Know what? Fine. I don't think... It doesn't mean you're
It
an
doesn't
idiot.
mean you're a bad person. Doesn't mean you're an idiot.
It
You
just
just
means,
found something in this movie that you liked
and
that we didn't.
If you liked it, fine. Go ahead, like it. You don't
Like it.
bother me. We still like you. Hopefully we know you and you would love to come have a drink with us sometime. We can just have good discussions. But listen, I'm not downgrading anyone who liked this movie. If you liked it, fine.
But
I may be curious to know why you liked it, but...
Yes. So, I'm going to be saying this. I am not a troll behind a keyboard.
Neither am I.
I am a moviegoer. This was god awful.
Come at us, bro. Come at us.
The head of marketing...
Fire him.
I don't know what your game is. You're playing a political game in a film industry, which worries me.
And I would listen to Justin. He went to film school.
Like, there's already people who are like, oh, we didn't make this movie for critics. We made it for the fans.
And you know what? There are some movies out there that are more for fans. Like, take probably one of the worst comic book movies of all time. Batman v Superman. Even though I didn't think it was really that bad. Ben Affleck even said on, what was it, Jimmy Kimmel? He said, this was not a critic movie, this was a fan movie.
And even fans didn't really like it that much. But even then, that's like a little, it's causing this divide. I'm not going to say it's lessening the opinions of critics, but it is causing a little bit of divide between critics and fans. Back then.
Yeah.
This, what the head of marketing of Gotti is trying to do, that is trying to downplay the roles of critics. Being a film critic is not a bad... Critics are not bad people. Critics don't root for movies to fail. They want movies to succeed. They love movies. That's why they're film critics, because they want movies to succeed. They want to write good reviews.
Even though critics bash this movie, I still wanted to say it was one, because I really love my movies, and two, I'm like, okay, well, how bad? Because if you've seen previous reviews, Justin will tell you, I don't read reviews before I go into a movie.
I do sometimes.
Because I want to... I want to make my own opinion and not just go off what a critic says. But critics, you were right. And the marketing team of this movie is a pompous, arrogant
asshole.
Fucking asshole, am I right?
I mean, manipulating numbers
that should be illegal.
To convince people to see the movie.
Hey, Justin, let me ask you a question. Do you think that should be illegal?
Yeah, probably, but...
You know what? We're on the jury.
But how...
And we convict... And our verdict, you are...
Guilty.
Guilty. And your sentence? Never to be the head of a marketing team for a movie ever again. Am I right?
Yes.
So anyway, but listen, if you want to, okay, you had any more to say about the
I do.
controversy? I'm sorry.
Because their plan only worked a little bit. Because people did come in to see the movie.
Out of curiosity.
Out of curiosity.
And that was me too.
Out of seeing the audience reaction saying, oh, well, maybe it's one of those movies where critics hate it, but audiences love it.
No, there's movies out there.
There's movies out there like Hook, like
Justice League
to a lesser extent. But those movies do exist. And they go see the movie. And they don't like it. And the audience score goes down. It's now at a rotten audience score. So not only is it a rotten movie critically, it's a rotten movie with audiences, it's a rotten movie to us. Here's my final verdict. 2 thumbs down.
If I could just say another thing here. Listen, if you want to actually watch a good mob movie, go watch The Godfather. Go watch Goodfellas. Go watch what you said, Casino. Go watch something good. If you want to know more about John Gotti, all I can say is a documentary on the History Channel would probably be more interesting than this.
Yeah.
Go watch a documentary on this, or go read a book about this or something. Yeah, books, they still exist.
Hell, I think this is even based on a book.
Okay, okay, you know what? If you're an author, if you're the author and you were really angry about how your movie turned out, I'll go recommend a very good lawyer to you. If you want to take out a lawsuit, I'll recommend a very good lawyer to you.
Okay, Bill.
Rate it? Okay, I was about to rate it nothing because rating it would acknowledge that this movie exists. But you know what? Since I have to rate it, I am going to rate it my own. I invented a ranking. Are you ready?
Oh, God, I'm scared.
Original ranking, 2 thumbs down and 2 middle fingers.
You know what? I'll add to that. 4
middle fingers. This is rated for a special occasion.
So
this is probably the most animated you've seen me in a review, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy this? More than the movie.
I enjoy seeing you rant about this because this was very... I'm sure that this was very cathartic to get this all out.
Oh, God, this was cathartic. So, bottom line, don't see this movie.
It sucks.
Stay as far away.
It sucks major donkey dick.
Stay as far away from it as possible. And don't let the marketing team for this movie tell you otherwise.
We didn't even spend any money with this movie. We used our
Thank God,
Movie Pass.
Thank God for Movie Pass.
Who helped fund this movie, might I
Nobody
add.
is innocent. Is anybody innocent?
Nothing is sacred.
Nothing is sacred anymore. So that's our review.
Thanks for wasting 2 hours of our fucking life, Gotti.
Yeah, and screw you. So anyway, I'm moving on to the
at least
more
next
pleasant
week.
world.
So at least next week.
Hey, guess what time is it next week?
Is it Marvel time?
It is MCU time.
All right.
Next week is going to be Ant-Man and the Wasp, and hopefully we'll be in a much better mood, won't we?
Well, I heard that Ant-Man and the Wasp is a very nice palate cleanser from Infinity War, so I think we're going to have a very fun time with that.
All right, tune in next week, where we'll be in a much better mood, won't we?
Yes.
So, have a good night.
We're going to go drink our sorrows away.
Bye.